Hello everyone, welcome to second sharing session. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Eli Mafiro and I will be serving as Master of Ceremony in this afternoon. This webinar is one of the program of International Affairs Department at Bogor Science Club IPB University. We have gathered today for some reasons, because here you will get new insight from our special speakers about living abroad, especially about the culture, school program, study abroad tips, and others. Now, I'd like to introduce today's speakers. The first is Melfa Andraini Agatha, and then we have Julia Anna Brzezińska, and the only handsome speaker in this session is Bharani Kumar Palani. Welcome once again. Before we start our event, I would like to mention the whole agenda in this afternoon as follows. The first is opening. The second is a representative speech of Bogor Science Club chairman. The third is discussion session with the speakers. And then the fourth is question and answer session. So for all the audience, if you have any questions during the session, please type them into the question box, or you can raise your hand when the Q&A is started. And the last is closing. So those are today's agenda. Now we are going to the next is speech from the chairman of Bogor Science Club, who will be represented by external vice chairman. So I would like to invite our external vice chairman to deliver the speech. Mr. Achmad, Wildan, and Putra, time is yours.
Yeah, thank you, moderator. Thank you, Master of Ceremony, for turning time to me. Yeah, so good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Achmad Wildan. I'm here as the Vice Chief of the Bogor Science Club, IPB University. And first of all, on behalf of the Chief of Bogor Science Club, IPB University, Mr. Irfan Anwar Fauzan, as today he's not able to join and participate in this afternoon during the Sharing Culture Volume 2. And I would like to welcome all of you, ladies and gentlemen, the participants of IPB students or non-IPB students at Sharing Culture Volume 2, which is organized by the Department of International Affairs of Bogor Science Club. Thank you for being here with us today. And I would like to also express my sincere appreciations to the organizer of these events. In this case is Ms. Ali and teams of International Department. Thank you so much for leading your team to create this sharing culture. We would not have been here in this beautiful afternoon, in this beautiful room without you and team organizing this wonderful sharing culture. Then I would like to express my abundant thank you to all the invited speakers of this sharing culture too, who have been here joining and ready to share actively about culture, of how you can survive in your country, especially in the Poland that you have been living for studying through the Erasmus plus scholarships. They are the first speaker, Ms. Melfa Andriani Agatha, who are enrolling as a students exchange in Warsaw University, Poland. And the second speaker, Mr. Bharani Kumar Palani, who are currently conducting an internship at Warsaw University of Life Science. And the last speaker is Ms. Julia Anna Brzezińska. She is currently enrolling as a veterinary student of Warsaw University Life and Science. Today's Sharing Cultures is a Sharing Culture Volume 2, while the first Sharing Culture have been conducted, if I'm not mistaken, on a couple months ago, where we invite any speakers from Goettingen University, Germany. And Sharing Culture is one of our a priority agenda of the Bogor Science Club every year. We held this sharing culture to motivate the participants of IPB students, especially who have a plan to study abroad through the exchange program or to continue their degree overseas. They are the participants would have a such insight of the speakers regarding how to survive and experience living abroad as students. Beside this sharing culture, we have also another program called Bogor Science Club Connected, which is quite similar with this sharing culture, yet in the Bogor Science Club Connected, um, more focusing on how to prepare, including documents required, how to write such motivation letter, how to prepare language requirement, how to prepare a good interview, and many more for exchange program at IPB University. As we know, our university, IPB University, has a lot of collaboration with sister universities all around the world. And I wish this sharing culture would really give benefits for all of us, for participants, for speakers, in gaining mind exchange that is needed for us as a global citizens. And hopefully, we can learn from the speakers how to survive during this pandemic COVID-19 experienced by us all around the world, and while they must also take a responsibility as a students on their studies. Thank you so much for your participations. Thank you so much for your coming in the sharing culture too. I hope we will embrace all challenges with the positivity and tenacity. I wish you all the best, and I close this speech by saying thank you so much. Enjoy the sharing culture. Bogor Science Club inspire the future. Thank you, Master of Ceremony.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wildan, for the wonderful welcome speech. Okay, next we have a documentation for all participants and speakers. Please open your camera for a moment because we have to screenshot. I will wait for 1 minute to prepare. Okay, we have 2 slides here. Okay. I think we are ready, yeah. For the committee, time is yours. I will count it, okay? For the slide one first. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next. For the second slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you for your enthusiasm in this afternoon. Now, I have a good news because we have a challenge for you all. I hope you pay attention in this webinar because there will be a door prize for best 2 creative posts in Instagram with terms and conditions. First, you have to create a story on your Instagram account about this sharing culture. Don't forget to unlock your account because we will repost it. And the second, you have to follow and mention at Bsc IPB in your Insta story. And the last one, you have to give hashtag Bsc IPB and hashtag sharing culture Bsc. For the best 2 stories, we'll get the first winner is special draw prize from Poland. Okay, who is excited? And the second one, you will get a souvenir from Bsc IPB. Okay, so I hope you all pay attention and make a wonderful story about this event. The winner will be announced tomorrow at Instagram Bsc, so stay tuned. Okay, now finally we're entering the main section in this event, which is sharing session with our incredible speaker. I will turn the time over to Nadia as moderator in this afternoon, but before it, I will read her CV briefly. She is a Bachelor of Agronomy and Horticulture, Faculty of Agriculture in IPB University, And now she is taking a master program in major of management science at Faculty of Economics and Management, IPB University. Then there is Achievement Scholarship and Award. In 2016, she becomes a runner-up of Silo Craft Green Souvenir in Faperta Business School, IPB University. In 2017, she one of the delegates representing of Asia Student Summit 2017 in Seoul, South Korea. And now she is one of the awardee of exchange program by Erasmus Plus in University of Goettingen, Germany. Let's catch up with her first. Hello, Nadia. How are you?
Hello, Ellie. I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well. How's Germany?
It's really pretty sunny in here. It's really nice to take a sunbathing.
Okay. Okay, Nadia, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Ellie. And once again, welcome our participants and our speakers, Melfa, Kumar, and Julia. It's really nice to have you as for our speakers for today. My name is Nadia Putri Amelia. You can call me Nadia, and I will guide you for today's discussions and Q&A sections. Now, let me introduce our speakers. First speakers is Melfa Andraini Agatha. She is Indonesian. Her educational background in 2014 until 2019, she is a Bachelor of Animal Science, Animal Nutrition Department, IPB University. In 2019 until now, she is a student of Magister Program, Rural Sociology Department, IPB University. The achievement, scholarship, honor, and awards that she achieved in 2017 until 2019, she is awardee of Bakti Nusa, Beasiswa Aktivis Nusantara, Scholarship for Young Leader of Social Activists in Indonesia. In 2018, she has become a facilitator of School for Smallholder Community, SPR, in Bojonegoro, East Java, Indonesia. In 2020 until 2021, she has become a young researcher in Master Student Research Project of Education of Ministry Indonesia. And now she is awardee of Erasmus Plus Exchange Program, Institute of Sociological Science and Pedagogy, Warsaw University of Life Science. And next, our second speaker is Bharani Kumar Palani. Okay, he is Indian and his educational background in 2014 and 2019. He is a Bachelor of Biotechnology in Vellore Institute of University. In 2019 until now, he is a student of Magister Program, Italian Food and Wine, University of Padova, Italy. His achievement, scholarship, honor, and awards in 2018, he's become a representative HCL Chennai, India. This is about speak to the customers regarding the use of companies' products, learn to work in international workspace. In 2019, he's also an IESEC volunteer in Bangalore, India. This project is including teaching and understanding children with autism, learning Braille, and supporting blind individuals with day-to-day tasks. And now he is also an internship trainee of Warsaw University of Life Science, Poland. And next, our third speaker is Julia Brzezińska. Her educational backgrounds in 2018 until now, she is a third-year student of veterinary studies at Warsaw University of Life Science. Her achievements, scholarship, honors, and awards in 2018 until 2019, she's become a volunteer in Tigrisek, small animal clinic in Warsaw. This is about volunteering during castration charity events in dog shelter in Selesinov. In 2020, she's also become a milker in RZD Wilanów Obory, summer practice with cattle in RZD Wilanów. She's also a volunteer as a shipkeeper during a ship lambing in RZD Zelazna. In 2021 until now, she has become a fundraising coordinator in ESN or Erasmus Student Network in Warsaw University. Okay, our discussion will have two sections. The first is sharing sections, and the second one is a Q&A section. So if you are already registered and you fill the form and get it the questions part, I compile all the questions of you. So, but if I miss the questions, you can directly questions in Q&A sections, or you can type write down in the chat box in the Zoom. And don't forget to mention to whom your question is. And now I would like to invite our speakers, and our speakers also could say hello to our participants. So hello, Melfa, how have you been?
Hello, I'm good today. Thank you so much. How about
Okay.
you, the moderator?
I'm very well, thank you. And hello, Kumar, how is your feeling today?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. First of all, I would like to thank Melfa and whoever organized this for giving me an opportunity to share my experience. And yeah, today I'm feeling good, like every day. And thanks for asking.
Okay, thank you. And next is Julia. How is weather in Poland right now?
Sorry.
Julia, you are
Speaker.
still muted.
Oh, sorry. Hello. The weather is so fine. It's so sunny. So I have a best day. Really, it's so amazing. And thank you for invitation to this event.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, some of you, for the participants, may be curious with the degree program that they choose and wondering what is the reason why they are choosing for study abroad. So I will giving the question sequentially to Melfa, Kumar, and Julia. So first questions is for Melfa. We take a look at your CV. You are an exchange student of Erasmus program in Poland. Would you please tell us what the program about and where did you get the information about the program?
Okay, thank you so much for nice question. Yeah, I hope this discussion is be useful for us. Actually, Erasmus plus HA at Warsaw University of Life Science in Poland. We are staying. It's like we are staying in campus for one semester or one period in the spring semester, particularly, and then we get also we get grants, and for Indonesian student is 800 euro for months, but actually we stay here approximately for 4 months, but we just get grade for 3 months. Yeah, it's really wonderful experience, and also I can meet special for Julia is the best mentor for us, and also Kumar here is my best friend. It's really nice to see you today. Yeah, and another friend from around the Europe is mostly. Thank you.
Okay, the next question is what is the requirement to join the program? Because I think the program is really interesting for all of us.
Oh, it's for me?
Yeah, what is the requirement when you are applying the program? What is the requirement you should fulfill for the program?
Okay, oh sorry, I lost my question. And then I want to share you, I got this information from IPB University, especially in IPB. And also from this community is really inspiring community, Bogor Science Club. And then there are several requirements I want to join here. It's like CV, and then we must write motivation letter, and then bachelor, and also master transcripts. It's really it's like a usual document where the student must be have it. And then also we have learning agreement from the Erasmus. We should choose minimum 20 ATGS, and then maximum is 30. And also the last is passport, maybe something like that for our mobility in here.
Okay, so by that requirements, your point of view, what is the process? What is the requirement we should put more effort into? Like what is the requirement that you have to giving more effort? Like maybe a recommendation letter, or maybe like the TOEFL or transcript?
Yeah. Of course. Maybe for me is motivation letter, right? Because maybe motivation letter is just need one page. So we need to put our experience, and also what will we to do in the future, and we should put in the only one page. Sometimes I read motivation letter is three pages, so here is challenge for me. Yeah, but it's okay. It's here we just I need to put something is good correlation with in this program, right? And also maybe English skill, of course, we have And then, yeah, our skill is really important to go about soccer.
Okay, thank you, Melfa. Now we are going to Kumar. So we also take a look at your CV, and now you are a student in University of Padova, Italy for magister students. I'm wondering what kind of program is it, and where did you get the informations?
Basically, I'm studying a Master of Science in Food Science and Wine Science combined. It's a to like food with a wine both combined. That's my basic course. Like I study about like how the food is produced, how to assure the quality of the food and both wine. I got this information while I was working in a corporate job in India for minimum wage. One of my senior was studying in Padova University, who's like is a senior from my bachelor's. He told me about this university and about this course. So like maybe someone of you guys also going through the same pace I was going through before. Like I was not happy about my corporate job. It was a low wage, and I was working hard, but I want to do better than what I was doing. So since I saw my senior is also doing this course in Italy, and he also told me like they are giving a scholarship for people who are coming and studying from a third world country, and it seems like a good offer. So I took the offer. I saved some money from my work, and I applied for visa, passport, and I paid my first installment fees, which is more than like 185 euros at the time, which is a huge money in India for me. So then I applied for visa, then I got college visa and everything. Then I told my parents I got the course, then I'm going. And they told like, what about the fees and everything? When it comes to fees, in Italy, if you're coming from a third world country with less than 8,000 or 5,000 euros salary per annum, which is if it's less than that, the university and also the Italian government will give you a full funded scholarship. You don't even have to pay the fees also in Italy. So I found this, and also the university ranking is 135 QS ranking in the whole world. When you compare, like they are also giving you the fees, you don't have to pay the fee. They are giving you the scholarship, and also the university is a well ranked university in the world. I saw all this, so I took the opportunity of coming to Italy. Then my whole life's changed, and also like I'm doing an internship here in Warsaw, Poland. This For doing this internship, Erasmus internship, I'm also getting a second scholarship than the scholarship I'm getting from the Italy. So it's like a second bonus.
Okay, so basically the internship is an Erasmus program, and the university in master's program, you have any scholarship for the Italy itself, not for the
Yes,
Erasmus.
yes. Just to be clear, this the university that I'm studying in Italy, University of Padova, is providing me a scholarship for studying the masters in Italy, and the Erasmus program that I'm doing in Poland, Warsaw right now is funded from European Union, of course. So Italian government is also giving me the scholarship, and European Commission is also giving me the scholarship, and my fees it's already been paid by the university. So I didn't take money from my parents or like me, something like this. So yeah.
Okay, so for the train program, what is the eligibility to join the program? Because for Erasmus student, we already know for Melfa the requirements. I would like to know the internship requirements. What is the eligibility for that?
Okay. For example, before I explain this, I have to say about there is two types of Erasmus. One is Erasmus, which is Miss Melfa is doing, which is a regular Erasmus course that where you can listen to the classes every day, like you have been listening to your classes in bachelor's. The second type is one I'm doing, which is for the internship. There are two types. Uh, the first type is Melfa doing, which is Erasmus. The second type, which I'm doing, is called Erasmus plus traineeship. What is the difference is here you can, the first type you can listen to the classes every day. The second type is you can go to the lab and do some research and collect some analytical data and compile your dissertation and write your thesis. This is what I'm doing right now. So the requirement of this is, since I'm doing a thesis, I have to have a certain credits, which is out of 90 credits without the dissertation. I have to be complete 70 credits to do the thesis in order to get allowed to do the Erasmus traineeship in a other country. So if I didn't complete the 70 credits, I wouldn't be allowed out of the university. That's the first requirement.
Okay.
The second requirement is like if there is a more competition for like only 5 seats are allowed from each course, and if there is a 6 people are applying for the traineeship, there is going to be a competition. Of course, they have to select best 5 out of the 10 or out of the 6. So they have to compare your marks, your curriculum, and your status, salary status, everything is included. So there is going to be always competition when you are trying to get a scholarship from anywhere.
So it is also conducted the interview for that.
I wouldn't say it's an interview. We just it's the same process that Melfa gone through. We have to write a very good motivational letter. I think that's a kind of an interview, like when you're studying someone's motivation letter, you can actually see how much motivated the people are. And if what is the motivation, like what is the reason that they're going for a place, and if they're really gonna work, or they just wanna go to a new country, or just see some places, get some money, something like this. And since like if you see a guy like who completed 20 credits and he wants to go to a new country for a Erasmus internship, it doesn't make any sense. He is not even interested in studying. But if he's going to Poland or Switzerland or Sweden, whatever country it is, they won't believe, because he just completed 20 credits in 1 year. So it doesn't make sense. So they will come to know that this particular person is not ready for this internship. We just want to spend some time abroad and something. They will find out eventually when they see your curriculum and your marks and everything. And the first important thing is your motivation letter, I believe. And the second is your marks that you acquired in your first semester, second semester. And for me, in my case, it's a third semester also. And maybe attendance percentage that I have done in my previous courses, they will see that one also. And my salary status before, and my parents salary, everything is included in this case.
Okay, thank you so much, Kuber. That's really giving an insight for anyone. So I would like to remembering to all the participants, if you have any questions for that before you forgot, you can drop in the chat box in the Zoom. Okay, next, Julia, I would like to asking for Julia. I'm really curious about your educations, because I thought that you are a bachelor students, but you said this is kind of the bachelor's and master's students in one education. So would you please telling us what kind of educations you take right now? What kind of program is it?
Well, in Poland, most of like medical studies, like veterinary medicine and human medicine, also physiotherapy studies, they are not divided into bachelor and master degree, because after bachelor, theoretically, you could go to work and not continue your education. But those kind of faculties, those subjects are so huge, and you need to acquire all the knowledge about it. So they are not divided into bachelor and master. They are already master, and they are like 5.5 a year. For example, my studies are 5.5 a year, and I can't finish it earlier. I need to acquire all the knowledge about veterinary medicine to be a vet finally. So yeah, they can't just divide the studies, because the master would be I don't know, it must be obligatory. So they already like did one whole studies.
Okay, so after you are finishing your study, after you are graduate, so you will going to the internship for the clinic, like maybe in Indonesia, like veterinary is having an introductions internship for the clinic. Are you going to directly apply for the clinic to job?
Well, our last 2 years of studies are really practical. So we gain practical knowledge during the last semesters. And after finishing your studies, you can just go to the veterinary I don't know how to say, like
Clinic.
inspection.
Yeah.
No clinic. There is some kind of I don't know, a gathering of people who are in charge of the whole Poland veterinarians and
Oh,
veterinary clinics. So you go there and you give them your diploma. You need to pay the some kind of fee. I don't know, like every year you need to pay this to stay in the in your
dormitory.
no. To be a vet legally, you need to pay the fee to this veterinary like inspection, and you go there with your diploma. You pay this fee, and you are officially a vet. So you can go everywhere to every clinic, like small animal clinic. You can go also to a big animal clinic. You can go to work with pigs. You can work with cattle, but you can also work with cats, rats, whatever you want, because those studies are really wide. So you always can find something that interests you.
Oh, okay. So I also wondering, is there any specializations in your educations? Like you said that you are maybe in the cattle or maybe mammals. What is your specifications?
Actually, personally, I would like to go with farm animals. And if it comes to specializations, you can do also specializations after your studies, but you don't need to. You still have the possibility to work with every animal you would like to. But if you do some kind of specialization, of course, you will earn more money. You are a specialist in some way. So it's really good to do this, but you don't have to, and I don't know if I will. I mean, I will see, because for now I'm interested in farm animals, but we will see. I don't know.
Okay, good luck for you. So now I would like to asking about ESN. So you are a fundraising coordinator at ESN. So what can you tell us, what is ESN about, and what kind of organization, and how to being a membership of ESN?
Well, Erasmus Students Network is our motto is students helping students. Our main goal is to help students which will spend their international exchange like Erasmus Plus or some other exchanges on our university. We organize free time for our guests from abroad. We also help them to accommodate in our country. We make sure they feel like home here. And of course, in our university, if they feel well, we make sure that they don't have any problems. And we believe that thanks to this effort and positive way of thinking of our Erasmus students, they will experience the best time and biggest adventure in their lives here. And our second goal is also to promote mobility amongst Polish students, and we inform people about all the possibilities and opportunities to go abroad, and we help them in case of any doubts.
Okay, so you do you share informations like in Instagram or Facebook? Maybe you can
Also, yeah.
mention the link.
Yeah, I can put it later on chat when you ask someone else about next things. We have Instagram account, we have a website, we also have Facebook account. So it's really well known. I mean, every university has their own ESN section, and not only in Poland, it's like worldwide. Many countries, especially in Europe, they have their own ESN section. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much on every university here. So it's good to know about it if you are going abroad to spend your Erasmus in other country. It's good to search for ESN. Maybe they will have it and they will help you.
Okay, so this is spread in the university. It's not like Poland one ESN. It's not like that. It's different in different university. In every university,
Well,
I mean.
Yeah, but there is like ESN Poland, ESN Turkey, ESN something, but they are all divided into sections. So every section from Poland have their representatives in ESN Poland. So it's like they gather sometimes and talk about some projects and I don't know, like events, and later the representatives talk about it with the section, like from university. So it's all like a big net of Erasmus students and also people from Erasmus Student Network. And as it says, it's a network. So like they're all connected somehow, and we are all ESN Poland, but we are at SGGW, like Warsaw University of Life Sciences. So it's kind of our smaller group inside the bigger group, which is inside
Okay.
the bigger group, like ESN, the whole world, like.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Okay, next. Thank you, Julia, for your answer. It's really interesting. Now we are going
I will
to...
send the links in chat.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next, I would like to ask about learning and studying in Poland. So we are going back to Melfa. So Melfa, what are the differences between studying in Indonesia and in Poland?
First of all, maybe because of COVID-19, right, we have different systems, but in Indonesia, no, we are still, everything is online. In here, for my major especially, I'm starting doing hybrid, is like trying to offline class, and then starting from the 1st of June, yeah, the 1st of June yesterday, I'm offline class, and then everything is using mask, yeah, everyone using mask, of course. And also when we studying online, it's really different. In Indonesia, maybe we common with a Zoom meeting and also Gmat, something like that. And here we have MS Teams that is really I like the system. It's really so easy, access everything, and then the lecture, and then the student is lecturer and student is really friendly. So everything you need in your study you can access. It's really, maybe in Indonesia it's like
E-learning.
CMOX or e-learning, but it's different. Here is more easy access than Indonesia. Yeah, I believe it, and I hope maybe our education will be like here, because we just need yeah, of course, our username and password is some with CMAX or so LMS, but sometimes in LMS we didn't find what we are looking for. In here everything you will be fine. And also there is no quite different, but yeah, it's just, for me, it's my personal experience from the education system. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, what type of learning is like you are having also the Zoom, because like me in Germany, we are only having like a recording and you can ask directly to the professor if you have any questions. Is there something, or you get also the live Zoom meeting for the lecture?
Yeah, of course. Actually, for me, I also ask the teacher, and also meet directly with the teacher. It's like we can also ask some things in the text. Our major is something like that. It's really easy to access, and also yeah. I like stay here. Everything is easy. Actually, but unfortunately, I will back to Indonesia. But I'm very happy because I can meet with my parents and my friend also.
Okay, so could I say you don't have any difficulties to adapting in Poland system study?
Of course, I have. Maybe it's hard for me. Insofar, I also feel like that is like a Polish language. Oh, Julia, please, Polish language is really so hard for me. Also for Kumar. Yeah, actually, but Erasmus student, we are using international class, so we didn't speak Polish. But sometimes in daily activity, everyone speak Polish. It's really too hard. But sometimes you will be lucky if you find someone can speak English. It's really, you will be like, oh, today I'm so lucky because I found someone can speak English, no Polish. Yeah, but I like it. And then the teacher also. Maybe some with Indonesia, right? Indonesia, we are using bahasa Indonesia every day, and then sometimes in the we are using English for international activity like it. The same. It's really similar like that. But here,
Okay.
when you buy some things, yeah, we should like a greeting, gender is something. It's just common common language for the Erasmus student using in Poland. Yeah, sounds like this. But I like it. Actually, I like the Polish language, but please, it's so hard. Particularly in the grammar. In the grammar is so deep. It's really quite different than in the Indonesia, of course, and also English. Maybe if you want to learn more about the Polish, you can ask Julia.
Okay, thank you very much for the invitations. Okay, one more questions. Does the university giving the private language courses, a Polish private language?
Yeah. Of course. Firstly, I get the class, but it's because I don't input for my ETCS, so I cancel the class, and then the class is priority to student who include in their ETCS. Yeah, it's like that. It's like wajib dan sunnah kayak gitu. Nah, so
Uh-huh.
yeah, because we don't put the police course in the ETCS, so we are no priority for the teacher, and then the teacher just get a priority for the student who include the ETCS for police courses like that. So that's why I didn't take police course here. But so some of my friends, they are taking the class.
Okay, I got it. Okay, next for Kumar. It's also the same questions like Melfa, but what is the differences between studying in Poland and studying in India? What makes you, do you have any difficulties for that studying style?
When I was studying bachelor's in India, the little bit difficult part is like adapting to the climate. When I was in Italy, also
Oh,
during December when we are going to classes, yeah, of course, you are in Germany. It was snowing sometimes in the road, and you have to go in the snow. It takes a lot of effort to go reach your class, and my university is like 15 kilometers from my house. Sometimes I'll be cycling, sometimes I have to take a bus. It's still hard when it's snowing and you have to reach your class. Weather is the first part. You have to adapt to the weather, and it takes us some time to educate ourselves to properly. We have to know how to dress for the winter and also for the summer and everything, because in India we don't have that much of weather, especially where I'm from, south of India. The second thing that you got to adapt to is like food. Since like I'm traveling from India to Italy to Poland, the food is totally different. Of course, from India to Italy is totally different. Indian cuisine, Mediterranean cuisine in Italy, and in Poland so it's a Slavic cuisine here. So you have to adapt to the every food. You have to if you get too much attached to your food and you don't want to change your food habits, it's really hard. If you really love your food, it's really hard.
I know
And
you need spicy food, right?
and yes, the third most important, first is weather, second is food. You guys have to adapt these two things first. The third one is like we are human beings, we are also emotional beings. Since if you don't have a good community here, good friends who you can talk in common language, since if you can share your emotions, speak to your friends day to day or time to time, it's very good. Like because like most of the people in Poland, like they don't speak in English, only they know Polish. And luckily our Ulia, she speaks in good English, and I'm lucky to have a friend, and also Melfa. They are one of my good friends here, and also I have so many friends. We have many common friends here in Warsaw, Poland. They are always helping us to motivate us, do some social gathering. This is also very important to be as a human being, also not only as a student. I think these are all the things that you have to adapt when you keep moving to a new country and from another country another country.
Okay, so regarding the adapting, how long will you take for adapting in Poland and in Italy? How many months?
Since when I was in Italy, to be frank, I have never traveled out of. Sorry, when I was in India, I moved out of India when I was almost 22 years old. Now I'm 24. So until 22 years, I have never been to another country. So for 22 years, I have been living in the same country, eating same kind of food, and living in the same kind of weather with the same kind of language, which like made you like a solid, some kind of iron or a metal. You are like allowed to live in a particular state with your mindset. The mindset is the most important. When I moved to Italy, it took me almost like maybe let's say 8 to 10 months to adapt to a new culture, to a new climate, weather, new food, and everything. But since I already learned this new thing in Italy, how it's going to be in a new country, since I have already the experience, when I moved to Poland, it just took me maybe 1 month to adapt. Maybe if I move to another country now, it probably going to take me 1 or 2 weeks, less than 1 month what I did before, because you keep learning, you keep
Okay.
improving yourself. So you will learn faster as you have the experience before. And newcomers, it's going to take at least probably maybe 3-4 months at least to adapt to the culture, climate, and everything in a new place.
Okay, I see. So you are in the Poland since 2019, right? I'm sorry, in Italy.
No, yeah, in Italy, yes.
So from 1 until 5 levels, which level is your Italian language?
I would say I'm a basic, like I can't pinpoint which is the one, but I didn't write the test exam anything like this, so I cannot pinpoint
Like a daily
where I'm.
conversations.
Since I can make a simple conversation in a supermarket, ask what I
Okay.
want, and ask for direction. And if two Italian people are talking something bad about me, I can easily find what they're talking about me, something like this. Just to
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I make a small conversation to my Italian roommate and Italian people also, but sometimes they laugh at my Italian accent because I talk in an Indian accent to the Italian people. But at the end of the day, they encourage me learning because they're my friends, and also it's okay. I'm learning every day.
Sometimes body language is also helping, right?
Yeah, actually, for Italian language, especially, you speak like 70% from your mouth and our tongue. The 30% is from your shoulder and your hands only.
Okay, thank you, Kumar. So next we are going back to the Julia. Okay, Julia, since you are studying in your home country, I would like to know about the pandemic situations, because we are now in the pandemic situations during, what is the differences between learning and studying during the pandemic and the before pandemic in Poland?
Well, on our university, our classes became to be online. We used MS Teams, and well, for me, it's harder. It's much harder because every class looks the same, so you don't remember much from it, and also it's hard to focus because you're at home. You would rather go to sleep or just
Yeah.
do whatever else. And when you go to university, you just go there to study, and it's some kind, I don't know, like for me it's better, it's easier to focus, and uh, if I went there, it's okay, so I will just listen if I'm already here, you know what I mean. But if you are at home, you can just say hello, I'm there, and mute and just go do whatever you want. And it's tempting. And but it's also have some nice aspects about it, because you don't need to wake up that early to go there. You can also like sit in your pajamas with hot tea in your hands and listen to the lecture, which is nice, which is really cozy. So, well, it has its pros and cons, but still for me it was better before pandemic. But it's getting better and better, and I hope that the next semester will be stationary. And already the dean told us that it's the plan, so I hope it will get better.
Okay, I wish to. So, before the pandemic, what is the most favorite place Polish student in the campus?
Can you repeat the question?
What is the favorite place for Polish
Oh,
student in
okay.
campus?
Well, in campus, I would say that it's the grass. It's the grill section. We have a really huge campus, and between learning buildings and dorms, there is some kind of a huge grass, where you can make a grill. You can just sit on the blanket with your friends. You can learn. There are some trees, so you can sit under the tree in shadow. You can learn. You can just make a barbecue. You can I don't know, do everything
Okay.
you like. So I guess this is one of the favorite places of all students. And also in one dorm there is dekanat, which means dean's office, but it's the name of the bar or club that we have on our university, and many people just go there to grab some beer, sit with friends.
Okay.
It's really cool. We are the only university in Warsaw, I guess, that have their own bar on campus.
Okay. So, for the Polish student, do you pretend to studying alone, or you are making a study group for like if you have any difficulties in learning and studying?
Well, it depends on the person. Personally, I'd rather study in a group. I have this group of friends that come to me almost every day, like for a month already, because it's exam session and they live in dorms. So, because of the pandemic situation, I can't really come in. No one can come into to the dorms if you're not living in this particular building. So they must come to my place because I'm renting a flat nearby, and they come here every day and we learn. I prefer it because it's much more fun, it's less tiring, and we motivate ourselves, and we can, for example, ask each other some questions, and it makes me understand better and remember more for our learning. So but it's my opinion. I have many friends that prefer studying alone, so I guess it's not about
Okay.
culture, but it's more about person.
Okay, thank you, Julia. Okay, next we are going to the COVID situation. So we all know that in Indonesia, and whole world is COVID is still exists, and Indonesia have rules like max distancing and washing hands and using the mask. And I would like to asking to Melfa. I heard you already vaccinated. What is vaccine that you have, and what what do you feel about the vaccines after you vaccinated?
Um, okay, Alhamdulillah, I got vaccine here. I'm use vaccines Johnson and Johnson's. There is no kind of this Johnson in Indonesia. I mean, because in Indonesia we have two, like as Sinovac and
Doses.
also yeah, it's a difference. And here I get Johnson and Johnson is just one dose, and also um I just need take a rest for 2 days after my vaccinated. It's really so hard actually. I don't know why. There are something wrong maybe in my body, but the doctor the doctor told me, yeah, you just need to sleep more and then just take a rest. No not doing hard activity like that. And here, if the student or someone will want to take a vaccine, we just need it's like number puzzle or puzzle numbers, and then you just need to come to hospital, and then you can registration, you can get the vaccine. It's really easy.
It's free.
Yeah, it's free. But I don't know in Indonesia.
In Indonesia, it's
Actually,
do you need
yeah.
any card of your insurance for
Yeah,
registering?
yeah, of course. Oh, this card is like when the student come here, we need to register in the. I know it's like immigration here for the foreign soldiers, and then we get the number of results, and then from the number of results we can register to get a vaccine. So like that.
Oh, so you don't
Yeah, it's
have
really easy.
to using
No,
the insurance.
no.
Okay, I see.
Mhm.
Okay, next questions for Kumar. Because in Germany, there is a regulation that we allowed to not wearing a mask in the public area. So how is the Poland regulations right now? Is it still strict or it's like lowering the regulations?
When comparing with other parts in the Europe, Poland is not so strict with this regulation. From the past 2 months, we don't have to wear a mask in the public, except but since if we go to any crowded place like a theater or a bus or a train or any public places, we should wear a public crowded place, we should wear a mask. But if you're walking in a park or a jogging with your dog, something like this, we don't need to wear a mask. So it's not so much strict, but yeah, before it was very strict. And when the cases got controlled by the government, and also right now most of the people is vaccinated in Poland, luckily. And blessingly, I don't know how, like Polish government is so grateful at this period. They wanted to give a vaccination for all the students and all the working people and all the tax paying people, everyone. They didn't pinpoint like any other European countries, especially as a guy from a third world country like India. I feel like it's really grateful to be here. Like they actually gave me a Johnson and Johnson vaccine without a much trouble. If you go to other countries let's say Italy, they're first giving importance to their own citizens. Then only after they give the vaccine to the citizens, they will target on the non-citizen people like me and you guys. So at this particular topic, when it comes to Poland, they didn't care. They just gave it to everyone equally.
Okay, that's really nice. Okay, thank you, Kumar. So we can say that the situations in Poland is getting better, right? Okay, now Julia.
Right now, yes.
Okay. Okay, Julia. I have a questions regarding the tourisms. Is it the tourism allowed to entering the Poland? Because in Germany, like if we have a Schengen visa, we can travel around with the vaccine certificates. How about in Poland?
Well, I don't really know how now if people can enter like without test or something, but I guess that you can come to Poland, of course, but you need to have the negative test result or you need to be vaccinated, I guess, because it's like most common law now, COVID law. And also inside Poland already, when you came, you can travel around with no problems. In every city, it's like Kumar said, you need to wear a mask only in like closed places, like inside the restaurant, in the shop, or in a bus. But the cases are so low already that everything is open also. And I guess that tourism is also allowed without problems.
Okay, so do we have any quarantine or isolations, self-quarantine after arrive in Poland?
Well, it depends. from where you arrived. I know that if you come from UK, because there is the new wave in UK and the new kind of virus, you have to have this quarantine for 1 week. But it's only from some particular countries. Normally, from other countries, I guess you don't need to, because you already have to have your negative test result, I guess.
Okay,
But
I
I'm
see.
not really sure. I didn't check it lately. So I'm sure about this UK thing because my friend is coming back. She's studying in UK, and she told me that now this law uh, is being like on, so she needs to have her quarantine. But it's because she is coming from UK. I guess no other countries have to do this.
Okay, thank you, Julia, for the information. Okay, now we are going to the final sections. Dear all participants, maybe you are already having a questions you can drop your questions in the chat box, or maybe you can raise your hands during the sections Q&A. No, final sections. The last questions for all our speakers. What words do you want to give as a message to all young generations, our participants who wants to achieve their dream to live and study abroad? What is your suggestions? What is your words, like motivations or some quotes like that? For Melfa, Kumar, yeah.
I can say only that just go for it. You have only one life, and I know already many people who regret not doing something that they wanted, and they have no option now, and they know they will not have option in the future, and they already regret, for example, not going to Erasmus when they could, because they already finished their studies and they will not go anymore, because they were just afraid. Don't be afraid. It will be okay. Everything will be fine, and you will always meet great people who will help you everywhere. You just need to go for it.
Okay, thank you, Julia. Really nice inspirations. And next, Melfa and Kumar, how about you?
For me, it's maybe similar like Julia. So Julia, or for your information, Julia is the best, one of the best mentor here for us Erasmus student. Thank you so much. And then maybe for me, special for my friends from Indonesia who want to live or study abroad. Yeah, never give up, whatever, whatever, how many time you get failure. Yeah, you just try and try again, will and will and create your dreams. And the most important thing is please be kind to your parents and also keep contact to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala as our God. I would like this.
Okay, thank you, Melfa. Next, Kumar.
I would like to finish my speaking with saying like a small story. Like when I was in India, like working for a minimum wage, I told to the people like I wanna go to abroad. I don't know which country it is. I didn't plan which country, but I wanna study this particular food science about this. And I was telling like I didn't have money. I like I'm not rich in India, like but what I had is like a desire to go and see abroad, but I don't know how I'm gonna do, when I'm gonna do. But I was waiting patiently for 2 years working there in India for a low wage. But when I told to some people told it's impossible. See, you are not rich. First of all, if you want to go to abroad, if you want to study in a very developed country like US, Canada, or Italy, whatever it is, you should have a money. You should be best of the best of the best student in the country. I'm not a best of the best. I wouldn't say I'm the best. Maybe I'm more than average, but I'm not the best. I'm just average like you guys. And I found a good university which provides me a scholarship and without a fees, which believes in like I can be better than what I am right now, then I can be a potential to the country, so they're giving me scholarship. If some people say no, that you cannot do something, don't trust in them. The only people that you have to trust in them is you. So if some people say you cannot do anything, don't just listen to them. If I would have listened to some people, many people like who told that I can go to another country and I study, and they told me I can't get a single scholarship, but I'm now getting a two scholarship. I proved them twice wrong. I'm going to get more scholarship later by putting more hard work, more studies, something like this. So don't listen to anyone. If you think you can, you can.
Okay, thank you very much, Kumar. Wow, so wonderful and inspiring words. And now we are going to Q&A section. So for our participants who have questions, please raise your hands. Okay, there's many. Okay, there's two person who has raised your hands. So I will invite first Achmad, Wildan, and Putra for giving the questions. Don't forget to mention to whom is your questions. Achmad, Wildan, time is yours.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, moderator, for turning time to me and for giving me a chance to give the question to the speakers. Thank you for all the speakers. You just have us insight about your study about your country you are living now. So after hearing, after listening, the sharing all of you, I have several questions, and especially I will deliver especially my questions to the second speakers, Miss Kumar. Yeah, Miss Kumar, as you are currently studying at in Italy, right? While you are from Bangalore, Bangalore is, if I'm not mistaken, a part of the southern India. Is it correct? Yeah, because I have several
Yes,
friends from India when I was
yes, you're right.
in Philippines.
Yeah, I was born and raised in southern of India. I was also working in, like, I'm not basically from Bangalore. I was working in a Bangalore for 8 months. Then also I was in other part of the India working there, like traveling at the, like I told, like for 2 years, I was planning to study abroad. In the during the 2 years, I don't want to waste the time. So I was working in Bangalore and other parts of southern India.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's such good information for me, especially when you share to us, especially me. You are currently studying in Italy for master program in the food, especially in the concentration of wine. It's not all university having food science department having concentration in wine, but you mentioned you are currently studying in I forget the name of the university, but yeah, just remember you are studying in Italy. So the question is, why you choose Italy as your master program, as I mean your university destination for your master program, as you know, if I'm not mistaken, for the food science program, food technology or something like that, the best in Netherlands, if I'm not mistaken. So why you choose study in Italy, whether due to the wine concentrations or yeah. So how many concentrations in your department, uh, in your university you are studying now? It's not in your Poland. You are conducting a training program, but I'm asking in your university in Italy. So how many concentrations, such as in IPB University, we have four concentration for the food science, such as in the microbiology, biochemistry, on engineering, and then in chemistry, food chemistry. So how many concentration? Because I have a plan to continue my PhD, and I'm looking for the university which is fit with my concentrations in the food science. Yeah,
Nice, nice.
that's
I'm really happy that you are interested in joining Italy, and not only to you. And I would recommend like everyone to come there and study in Italy. Since yeah, Lindsay Obisa, she's a colleague of mine. I invited her. She just messaged. We have more than 2,500. It's a big university. We have engineering, we have a medicine, we have a veterinary, we have a arts, we have a food science. In food science, particularly since you asked about food science, we have Italian food and wine science, and also food biotechnology. And animal biotechnology course also in the BSc's bachelor's, and you can go through the university website. So that yeah, agriculture. Thank you, Lindsay. So we have a lot of things, like if you go through a university website you can see so many stuff. And since your other question, why I chose Italy, like since you mentioned Netherlands is good for food, yeah, of course I agree, Netherlands is good for food. And Germany is also very good for food science. But since, like I told, like you Italy is one of the few countries where they can give you scholarship with a fees waiver, so that you don't have to pay the fees. And this opportunity seems a good thing. If even if you try for a number one agricultural college in the world, which is Wageningen, which is in Netherlands, of course, where they will provide you the best food science course that you will ever have. We have to pay a early fees of around 20,000 euros, which is a quite large amount for me at any given point of the time. So since they are in Italy, they are providing me a good scholarship and a fees waiver. I took this as entrance opportunity to enter into a Europe. Since now I have a European D-type visa, I can apply for a job anywhere, like in the Netherlands and Germany also. So, and yeah, of course, yes, if you are working in a Netherlands, it will be very easier to get a job in a Netherlands than you studying in a Italy and going to work in a Netherlands. But the point is, I got an opportunity here, a better opportunity, so that I don't have to pay any fees money, which I don't have. And at that point of in my life, I saw it as a big blessing. So I took the opportunity and I'm going on. And if you someone like me who's going through the pace that I was went through, you can visit University of Padova website. And there is so many other universities in Italy who is welcome to so many people like us from Indonesia, from India, from Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, everywhere. And they are ready to provide us scholarship, accommodation, food, everything. They are happy to have us there to expand the culture. So you just guys have to have an open mind about experiencing and exploring to a new country and new experience. If you open up your mind and ready to have a new experience, you guys can do it.
Yeah, thank you. So what about the second questions regarding how many concentrations in your food department in your university you are studying now?
Totally, we have around like 2,500 since Lindsay Habisa told. Yeah, more than 2,500 concentration in agricultural, forest science. And currently, for your personal question, like PhDs also, we are in Agripolis, which is a part of University of Padova. We are doing so many researches about food and agricultural, milk, and etc. etc. In wine, of course, in our university itself, we are producing famous wines, which is called Prosecco. And we are doing so many stuffs about this. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I got the answer of my questions. Thank you so much. Because we are chatting almost every day with Miss Melfa, so I don't have any question to her. I just contact her by WhatsApp. But my question to Miss Julia is actually similar questions that the moderator ever asks about. While the Poland location is nearby with the uh, surrounding countries such as Germany. So how about the mobility during the pandemic COVID-19? As Ms. Melfa ever told me that it's quite difficult to cross the country by train. Yeah. But it's answered already. Thank you so much, moderator, for giving me time to give the question to the speakers.
Well, to answer your question, I'm sorry, but I'm not the best person because I didn't travel much during the pandemic, and I wasn't I didn't put my hand on the pulse with the pandemic restrictions while traveling by train to countries nearby. Um, I remember that at first when pandemic started in Italy, then it came to Poland like 2 weeks later. Some of my friends already were in Italy, and they had some problems coming back, and also there are some problems from other countries. But now, when the situation is, I hope, nearly over, I guess it's much easier. But also lately, some of my friends had some troubles in going to some other countries on their road trip. So it just depends on the country. I guess some of them are open and some are still closed. It depends how the situation is there. And I'm sorry, but I can't really answer the question because I didn't check it lately. But if you would like to know, you can always check the government website. There are all restrictions there, so you can always try to find it there.
Yeah, thank you for the response. As Miss Melfa ever told me that she cannot travel to around Europe as during the COVID-19, and she crying at me. But it's okay. It's okay. It's answered well. Thank you so much, Miss Julia,
Thank
and
you.
thank you so much, Miss Kumar. And I will give back the time to the moderator, please, Miss Nadia.
Okay, thank you. Now, next we have one also raising hand, Mr. Andrian and Ramadan. To Mr. Andrian, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for all the speakers and moderator. Uh, my name is Andrian. I'm from Bandung. Currently, I'm just enrolled as a Master of Science of Agribusiness student in IPB University. Such a great opportunities to join such a good session with this community right now. Such very valuable insight for me and for all other participants, maybe. Well, there are some questions that I would like to ask, especially for Miss Nadia or Miss Melfa, perhaps. What I want to ask about is regarding the Erasmus Plus program, which is the Joint Master program, if I'm not mistaken. It's regarding to whether about the final thesis. Are we have to provide two theses in our final year as a joint master degree program? Honestly, actually, I try and I have a plan to apply for Goettingen University. Yeah. So I would like to ask specifically about regarding the thesis. Are we have to provide two theses or just one thesis at the end of our final years? And if the case, if we are a student exchange participant or awardee, what are the report that we have to provide to Erasmus for our campus? Is that research or our essays or scientific journal publication, something like that, or anything maybe you can give us some information about? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. So Melfa, you would like to answer first or me first?
Yeah, well, it is up to you. Maybe it's okay for me. It's just for your information. Is I get maybe I don't know. It's different or with Nadia the programs, because for in my program I just need to take course years, and then minimum said I told before, minimum is 20 ETCS and then maximum is 30 ETCS. So and then I didn't do research or something like that here. I do research in our country in Indonesia. And then, but first of all, I was asked from to Erasmus student, can I do it like a research or some conference, international conference or something like this? And then actually because of COVID-19, you know, everything is changing, and then everything is new journey. I don't know. So here I just take 24 ETHS here. And then I didn't do thesis research here because I already my research. So yeah, I don't need to take thesis research here. But before me, there are Kamaya. Kamaya is like research here, and then she was compare Indonesian and then Poland people. Maybe it's like from the from the marketing is it's like you know, yeah, for their doing interviews it's like that. And then for me, no, I didn't take a thesis here. I just take a course here, separate course here. Thank you. And I don't know, in Germany, maybe Nadia can tell.
Okay, I think for the Erasmus, there is kind of bit of different in Germany because I should fulfill 30 ECTS minimum, and you can take more if you want it. And also I'm not conducting anything in here, but if you would like to having research, you could do that in here. Like you can asking your supervisor in home university for that. And for the joint degree systems, I also having a friends who have joint degree agribusiness. Maybe you know Lovita. She's your seniors in agribusiness. Yes, also conducting in Goettingen. You can choose. You would like to having a thesis in here, finishing in here, or you can take it in your home country. But also it depends on your choices. But Lovita takes the research in here and finishing in Indonesia. And also for if you would like to take in a Goettingen, you could having the lot of informations in our PPI Facebook group. There is a PPI group. So in Goettingen we have a group, a big group in a whole PPI Goettingen. So you can ask anything like you would like to do joint degree, or maybe you would like to an Erasmus program, and many more. So we have a group, and there's so many Indonesian people in Goettingen. So you will be safe. You will be get the information as much as you want. And regarding the research, it depends on you. You would like to conducting in here, or you would like to conducting in your home university, like. And if you having also there is a conference in the country that you would like to visit, you also can join the conference, and it will be like publications, replacing publication as a proceeding. Yeah, I think that's all about the research statement for the scholarship of Erasmus. Is that clear, or do you have any questions?
Yeah, again? Thank you. But I have several questions for Ms. Nadia, especially. Yeah, frankly, recently I just looked up for some information, particularly from ICO_IPB Instagram. And I want to ask about, is the application is integrated as an IPB university student? We integrate our application with ICO, or we just self-prepare for the Erasmus itself by ourselves for the application?
Okay, for if you are taking the application from ICO, that will be conducting in ICO. So you are preparing the document that ICO needs. So basically, is ICO will be a license officer between you and the university in the scholarships things. So you will like ICO have the requirements. You fulfill the requirements. You get the ICO, and then you get the interview, and then ICO will telling you if whether you are pass the scholarship or not. And after that, there might be you just fill the registration form for the university, or you can be interviewing again with the university sites And then if you are passed, then you get the registration. So there is the step. If you are registering in ICO, you don't have to provide itself, and sending itself, no, ICO will provide you, will facilitate you.
Okay, thank you. Really appreciate for all speakers for the information. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Adrian. And next we have Miss Ayu Cahyaning Alam. So Miss Ayu, time is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much. Is my voice clear?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Thank you. So my first question is for Mr. Kumar. And my question is, what is the most difficult part in attending this program? I mean, the program that you are undertaking right now. And what is your suggestion for us to pass this program? And the second one is for Mrs. Julia. My question, I have underlined the sentences that you said, just go for it. I'm so curious, how do you strengthen yourself to keep persistence and perseverance to achieve your dream? I mean, in this case, to reach your goal in academy. Thank you.
Well, if it comes to my words, just go for it. And how I strengthen myself to actually go for my dreams. I just often say to myself that there is nothing to be afraid of, that I can do this, and I just um, try to stop this negative thinking and start thinking positive. I try to see many positive aspects of the situation. And I mean every situation, even the bad situation that happens to me sometimes in my life, I try to see positive aspects of it. And also, I am sure that everything happens to us for a reason. So even if something is hard for me, even if I'm afraid to do something that I should do and I know it, I just try to push myself with positive thinking and my words, and or maybe talking to some friends. They also strengthen me. And I just focus on the fact that I have one life, and I would love to squeeze it as I can, just to have every possible good moment out of it. And I try to do every possible activity. I try to do anything I want to see what I like, what I don't like, and push myself to do everything every day.
Thank you, Julie. I got it.
Thanks for your kind words, Ulia. She's one of the most kindest and nicest person that I have met here in Poland. Like if you like come to a new country, you will see like like people will see you sometimes strange or weird or whatever it is. Maybe because we look different from what these people have seen so many people in their past history, and sometimes they look you weird, and some people call it racism maybe. And you guys will experience this at maybe any point in your life, but you will experience it. But the point is, you will also meet very nice people like Julia in your life also. So the main point is like uh, the negative things also happen to you, and also the positive things also happen to you. So just focus on the positive things, and invest your energy only on the good people that you meet. So that's a thing that I would like to say. And about your question, could you ask me again, like which course are you asking about the requirement, this particular traineeship that I'm doing in Warsaw, or my whole master's course requirement?
Your whole master's course requirement. I mean, the most difficult part to apply this program.
Okay. First, since this is a food science course, this is a science-based course, biology-based course. The first requirement is whether I have studied biology in my previous studies, something like this. I have done my bachelor's in biotechnology. So of course, that is the highest point you can do it in a science. So I'm eligible for this. But since some of my friends who have done another course which is not even related to any science course, and they want to study this Italian food and wine, and you guys would have guessed they got rejected because they didn't have any prior experience in the science base. That is the first requirement. If you have to do any course, let's say mechanical engineering in masters, you should have done some mechanical courses before in your bachelor's or in your high school. Then only you will be able to select. The second requirement is you should be you should have gotten more than 60 percentage. This is my university requirement, in your bachelor's and also in your high school and middle school and etc etc. If you got less than 60 percentage, there will be always a competition. For example, if there is going to be a 50-60 seats in your course that you're going to apply, and of course there is going to be application of at least 200, they have to select one person in 4 people. So 3 people has to get rejected. And so it's a competition. You have to have a better curriculum in your previous studies. And if you I think if you have a job experience and also other certificates, doing my ISEC certificate, that I did some volunteer work for this blind people and special aided people, and these things also helps. I think maybe they will see as extracurricular activities, that it's not only we are not machines. They only not see our marks and our score. They also see how well rounded we are as a human being, whether we are participated in some socially activated these things, and also sports, and everything it's included.
Thank you.
I hope I answered your question.
Yeah. May I ask your email to the committee so that if I have some questions more, I will ask you personally. Is that okay?
You want my email ID?
Yeah, maybe I can ask from the committee if you don't mind.
Sure. I would love to help anyone who's required. Okay, I will send you my email ID because it's more private to you.
Okay.
To you privately, I will send you. But I
Thank
will
you.
share my social pages in the to everyone in the group right now in a short time,
Thank you
so
very
that
much.
anyone here, if they need any help applying for Italy, or if they have any doubt studying in Europe, you guys can reach me. I will surely share my Instagram and Facebook profile in very short, and also I will send my personal email ID to you personally in a message.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Kumar.
Thank you.
Okay, now we are having several questions in our chat box. So the first question is, if we are accepting in Erasmus scholarships in a country, how many months to having a quarantine? So I would like to clarify that Julia have already told us that quarantine in Poland is about 7 weeks, but if for the restrictive countries, but maybe there is some regulations, you can check it in the websites. And also in Germany, the regulations.
Actually, can I stop you for a minute? It's 7 days, not 7 weeks.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
That's
7
okay.
days. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, 7 days to having the quarantines. And in Germany, the regulations still changing, but the new is like 14 days to take the quarantine, and you can cut the day of the quarantine. Like in the 5th day, you can also take a PCR test. If you are negative, you can cut down the self quarantine. Okay, next questions is from Rian Saputra. What would you do when weather in Poland is very extreme, like so cold, maybe a -10 for Melfa Andriani? And if you get sick, who can help you, Mbak Melfa? Kak Melfa, sorry. Okay, Kak Melfa, times is yours.
Before I was prepared that here I got three sessions, and then the last of the winter, and then full of spring, and also starting heading to summer, a bit like that. It's quite different than Indonesia. It's like in winter, yeah, maybe because it's so cold here. I like winter, but I hate winter. I'm sorry, Julia. Because winter is really bad for me actually. But when I want to go to outside, yeah, we just prefer to using clothes for the winter, and then using, yeah, of course I'm using triple sometimes, not double but triple clothes. But everything it's okay. I like it. I learned much from the culture and from the weather here. Everything always changing every single times and every day. I like it. I really happy staying here. And then when I get sick, I have many friends here, so no worries. And then I agree that Julia or Kumal was told that when we kind to others, yeah, we believe that everyone will be kind to for us, so it's okay. And then when I get sick, maybe from my vaccination, I got like medicine and then drugs from my friends and only from Hima, so Haima here, because we are two students from Indonesia. And also I got many like food from my classmate. It's something like that. It's similar in Indonesia, and I will stay here. Everyone is kind, humble, so I like Erasmus life.
Okay, thank you, Melfa. I hope the answer is satisfied for the questions. Okay, that's all about today's discussions and Q&A sections. I hope all participants can get insight what, when, and how prepare study abroad. And thank you so much for all the speakers for today. And now I would like to invite Mr. Wildan as an external vice chairman of BSJ to giving appreciation for the speakers. And Mr. Wildan, times is yours. Okay, first certificate will be given for Melfa Andraini Agatha.
Okay.
And next, yes.
Sorry. Yeah, thank you for Miss Melfa Andriani Agatha for being the first speaker. This is such a certificate from Bogor Science Club for your achievement of being a speaker in the sharing culture. And good luck for your studies in Poland. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Yeah, thank you so much for Mas Wildan, also BSG Club. Thank you.
And next is certificate of achievement given to Bharani Kumar Palani.
Yeah, Mr. Kumar, thank you so much for your coming, for being a speaker to at the Sharing Culture Volume 2. I wish whatever you share to us will give the benefit for us, especially for the participants in the Sharing Culture 2. Thank you so much. This is the certificate for you, and this is such appreciation for the Bogor Science Club. Thank you so much for being speaker. Good luck for your study as well.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm happy that about this certificate, but more than the certificate, I'm happy about I was able to help some people maybe from this last 2 hours that I spent with you guys. So again, thank you so much, and God bless all.
Thank you, Miss Kumar.
And next is certificate given to Julia Anna Brzezińska.
Hi,
Thank you
Julia.
very much.
Yeah,
Hello.
this is certificate of the Bogor Science Club. Thank you so much for your coming. Thank you so much for sharing to us about your studies, about culture, about whatever, about the conditions during the pandemic in the Poland. And I wish you will success in your studies in the future. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much for invitation. It was really great experience to meet you all guys here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. You're welcome. Yeah, please back to moderator.
Okay. Okay, thank you for all participants and for all our speakers. It's really having a great day for having all of you in our sections for today. And now let's going back to Ellie. Ellie, times is yours.
Okay, thank you for all the speakers for giving such insightful and interesting sharing. And also thank you for Nadia for moderating the sharing session today. Hopefully the sharing session will be beneficial for all the participants today. Now, before we close the event, there will be certificate handover session to moderator virtually. I would like to invite Mr. Wildan once again to give the certificate. Mr. Wildan, time is yours.
Yeah. Hi, Nadia.
Hello, Mr. Wildan.
I would like to deliver my thanks, big thanks for you for having experience as a moderator for today's sharing culture. Yeah, thank you so much. This is the certificate for you from our Science Club. Thank you so much for being wonderful moderator for today's sharing culture. And I wish you will have such a success for your studies in Germany and go home soon to Indonesia. Yeah, that's all of us. Thank you so much for your job today. Excellence for excellence.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Wildan. Thank you for also the invitations for being moderator. It's really wonderful for today.
Okay, thank you for all. Give applause virtually. Okay, I want to reminder for all the audience to fill the attendance form in chat box in the last session. And about the sharing session challenge, make a story in Instagram account. Don't forget to unlock your account because we will repost it, and you have to follow and mention Bsc IPB in your Insta story, and you have to use hashtag Bsc IPB and hashtag sharing culture Bsc IPB. Okay. Now, great, thank you everyone. This is the end of the session, and I am Eli Mafiro as Master Ceremony on this behalf of the organizing committee. Beg your pardon for the mistakes if we may have made. May we meet again in the next sharing session. So, social media. Thanks again for your participation joining us today, and we will see you next time. Good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank
you.
Thank you,
everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you all. Success for you all.
Thank you.